Autobots, Decepticons, locked in a never-ending war on the planet Cybertron. But why? I believe I may have found the answer to that question locked away in the latest Michael Bay-directed film, Transformers: Age of Extinction. Around halfway into the film, Lockdown states that Optimus Prime was not born, but instead he was made for a purpose: to take orders. Yes, that's right, he was made. Prime and every other Transformer out there was made by some other hyper-intelligent race of aliens. This, of course, is in the land of the Bayverse, and not the comic books and other source material that states Primus to be the grand creator of all things Transformer, or at least that is the most recent origin story. There was a point in time where a theory very similar to the one I am about to tell, the theory of the Quintessence, another hyper-advanced alien species. But in the Bayverse, at least, this is what I predict to be the origin of the Autobots, Decepticons, and Lockdown's motley crew of mercenaries. So, an alien race of beings formed the very first Transformers out of metal. They forged their sparks from the very essence of the universe. The very first Primes, the very first Autobots. Of course, they weren't quite Autobots back then, no. Instead, the Autobots were nothing but robots built to do labor tasks, moving cargo, transferring goods, and so on. They were nothing more than slaves, built to do what their creators had grown too arrogant to do. Of course, why would you do something that you could get your giant robot slave to do? Eventually, however, something went wrong. We've seen it in almost every sentient AI movie that has ever been released. Eventually, the AI learns so much that it questions why it takes orders, or, alternately, it catches some form of virus that causes its program to go haywire. The latter is what happened in this situation. The Autobot virus latched onto the first Primes, a virus whose purpose was to drive the Autobots out of production, to stop them from functioning. This was probably by some company rival to that which was making the giant mechs. It backfired, however. The Autobots became sentient. They were not just AI anymore. The virus breathed a new life into them. A hunger for knowledge and a passion for freedom. So, they tried to escape. In their arrogance, the creators had never thought to install a fail-safe shutdown protocol. They had never thought it necessary, as their designs had never failed them before. Because of this arrogance, the Autobots were allowed to run rampant, killing hundreds in their bid for freedom. Eventually, the Decepticon motion was put into place. A second wave of super-advanced sentient AI, created solely to destroy the Autobots and stop the merciless killing that had happened in their bid for freedom. They fought over freedom, both sides taking heavy losses. They were the perfect rivals, neither able to destroy the other. Because of this, they were sanctioned to a planet far away. A prison, if you will. This prison was called Cybertron. Things were at first peaceful on Cybertron. Robots made other robots. The Decepticons developed their own form of virus, similar to that of the Autobot virus. There was just a single difference. Where the Autobots hungered for knowledge and freedom, the virus that nestled itself inside of the Decepticon sparks made them hunger for power and control. So once again the war flared up. This time the war was much violent, the destruction causing the once utopian Cybertron to fall into disrepair. As we know, the Autobots escaped, eventually followed by the Decepticons. The creators were not happy with this. They were, at this point in time, the ultimate power in the universe. And to stay that way, they had to stop other species from meeting and corresponding. The correspondence then between humanity and the Autobots needed to be stopped. So, they made one final Transformer line. Lockdown was forged to stop the war between Autobot and Decepticon forever. Causing their sparks to go dead would be the only way. Lockdown was made to kill Optimus Prime, Megatron, and any other Transformer he could find. The bot bit off more than he could chew, though, and failed in his mission. Now, as we know, Optimus is on the hunt to find his creators. Where this search will lead him, we do not know. Galvatron, an upgraded Megatron, may be the most dangerous threat now in the Bayverse. Humanity creating a true monster with the Transformium that they had found, superior in many ways to the original Transformers. It does set everything up nicely for the next film, and also brings us to the end of this theory. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is Matt, or UK Analysis, signing off.